Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of our Unknown to Greatest. And today, we have two games for you. We've got a league game, first of all, against, for some reason I can't remember who against, and then we've got the FA Cup tie against Coventry. Nearly forgot who that was against. But yeah, two games to get into, three games to review and to show you what happened, and some new sign-ins. We've been reunited with a favourite. First of all, we'll run you through the fixtures that have happened since you were last with us. We lost 5-1 to Newcastle United. Got absolutely outplayed. Only 4 shots in this game. They had 13. It was one-sided. We were 5-0 down before we even had a sniff at a shot. And we managed to get a consolation. But a 5-1 defeat and an embarrassing performance. But the next game, we went 1-0 down thinking, oh, here we go again. Todorov's Palace, I only just noticed that. But we managed to turn that around and bounce back to winning ways with a 2-1 victory here at home against Crystal Palace. And back on top and back playing well where we would expect to be. But then to add to the problems and to round up what's happened since you were last with us, we lost 3-2 to Brighton. We did go 1-0 up, then they equalised, then we went 2-1 up, then they equalised, and then they won the game. And it was just one of those games where we did not deserve 3 points. We didn't play at our very best, and Ayari just kind of played us off the park. And unfortunately, the recap wasn't the best today. All of those results leave us sat in 8th place. We are a point ahead of Brighton and 3 points ahead of Spurs, so we could lose both of those positions today. But then again, if we win both games, we could go level with Bournemouth and Manchester City if they lose both. So we're in a nice little area. Obviously, we've gone past the total I wanted, up to 39 points now. I would say we're safe. More than safe, actually. But we have to run you through the ins and outs since you were last here. First thing, guys, I'm going to run you through the outs. As you can see, Finazaz did depart for £3.5 million. I think that was probably at the end of the last episode. We loaned out Andrew Minghella, who is one of our youth players. Just got him out on loan just so he can go and play some football somewhere. We also loaned out Mornay Radebe, who finally joined us, the transfer we made in the summer. So he's gone on loan to Levadiakos. I believe I pronounced that well. We also loaned out a player that our director of football signed here in Matthias Boog. Now, not sure on him, but I allowed him to do it because it was a free transfer. You may never see his name again. We did sell Vanja Vlahovic. We got rid of him to Coventry, so he should be playing against us today unless I played him in the last round of the Cup. I can't remember if I did. But £4 million to Coventry. And I believe there is an add-on if he plays a certain amount of games. But he's long gone. We had to get him out. This transfer, I wasn't sure about. We did sell Luis Mora, 20-year-old, good prospect, breakthrough prospect as well. We sold him for £2.6 million. But I believe it can rise to like 3.5 or something. But I believe it was the right deal. We do have a buyback option on him. So if he ever gets good, we can buy him back for 41 mil. But obviously he has to get good. Now, let's go through the ins. On the ins, since you were last with us, obviously I spoke about Mornay Radebe finally joining us. And Boog as well. You can see a familiar name here in Christoph Torok, who is returning to us. And you can see the big fee as well. But we'll go through Fabio Cola first. So he was a player just sat over in Nacional in Uruguay's division, the Uruguayan first division. And I looked at him. I seen him as interest from other teams. And I thought, he's too good to pass up. Especially for £3.3 million release clause. Look how good he is already. He is perfect for what we're doing. 6'5", absolute unit of a striker. And I have full faith he can lead our line. Yes, you notice this one, guys. Now, Christoph Torok has come back to us. Now, he's a squad player. Yes, I've spent a lot of money on him. I think it rises to £41.5 million if he plays like over 50 games, scores a certain amount of goals, etc., etc. Now, we all know how good he can be. He is 6'7", 16 headed, 18 jumping reach. He has all the ability. He carried us through those years with Frosinone. He was a brilliant player for us. Even when he wasn't scoring, he was involved in the build-ups and he managed to do well for us and get us through the division. Now, I'm happy to have him back and I think we're just going to work on him off the bench, get him more familiar with the Premier League physicality. He's already got 14 strength, so that's a good start. And I think he should be more than okay for us. We just need to work on a few aspects of his game and he will be cooking. Right, guys. Now, you can see the squad we've got lined up here right now. Nansheville is still away on duty, so he's not back just yet, but I'm hoping to be back maybe in time for the cup game. We did try to sell Adozi and we did try to sell Joseph. Neither of them decided to leave. They're both still here. And we have to work what we got. Andrin tried to get rid of him too, but he refused to go, even though he was begging to leave. But this is our squad for today. We're going to bring in Heaven as well, actually, for Ligue. They can't recall him now, so let's get Heaven in the squad. Anyhow, Cabrera in net with Heaven, Tomori and Machuro as the back three. Archimpong on the right, Berkay Yilmaz on the left. Miley and Andre Santos in the middle as normal. We got Vucevic playing in his new role on the right-hand side with Moreira on the left and Kola leading the line, which means Torok is sat on the bench and waiting to come on if we need him. Alfonso did have a recent injury, so he has been left out the squad for today. But I think this is a very good squad and I think it's very... Alright, it's got enough to get a result here today. Right, so we're going to give them 26 and 27 for now. Next season, they'll get better numbers. But let's get into this one and try our best. Still no league stadium installed. Still no realistic stadiums installed. Still can't figure that out. But I'm going to take some time at some point and try and figure that out. Sorry about that, I nearly lost my voice. Free kick in a very promising position for us. Berkay Yilmaz delivers it into the centre. Miley at the far post. Semenyo gets it away. Now it's Vucevic. Vucevic onto his right foot. Good delivery. Yilmaz heads it in. Moreira. Oh, he's hit the bar. I believe that's clouted across the bar on the way out. And it was a good effort, but nothing coming from it yet. Yilmaz now with the throw-in. We've definitely improved this team over the season. It's certainly now a Premier League quality squad. That's a brilliant ball from Yilmaz. Into Moreira. Cuts inside. Moreira still going. Shoots. It looked like it hit a hand. But the referee says nothing. Andre Santos! Come on! Andre Santos with the fantastic low-driven finish across every defender and across the goalkeeper into his far post. And that is a brilliant finish. I believe there was a handball there before, but it won't matter, seeing we've got the goal anyway. Santos has just hit that so hard and smooth across the ground, a proper daisy cutter, and we do lead 1-0 here in the South Coast Derby, I guess it's called. But we are leading. Now Bournemouth hoping to get themselves back into the game. Ashley Phillips out to Wilfred Singo. Is that Nico Gonzalez? Surely not. Singo. Into Gonzalez. Nicholas Gonzalez. Oh, it's the winger. Okay, Danny Fernandez. Gonzalez. Lovely ball over to Garnacho. Hits it. What a finish. Alejandro Garnacho. That is a superb finish. The referee is looking at VAR, but I don't see any reason that would be disallowed. That is a superb goal. Goal has been awarded as expected. Come on, boys. Hill to Phillips. Now Bournemouth are getting comfortable. Gonzalez out wide to Garnacho again. First time delivery. Tomori heads it away. Now it's Singo. Into Onyedika. Adams hits it from range and Cabrera does enough. Right, we're going to have to change something up here, guys. Out of possession, we're going to have to low block. No, not low block. We're going to drop off more to maybe stop that over the top ball, because that's causing an issue. And it's actually making us a little bit vulnerable at the back. So we're going to create freedom. Support and runs both flanks. We're going to start playing down the middle now. And see if we can get back into this game a little bit. Bournemouth with the corner though. Garnacho. Delivers it in. Is it going to be a good delivery? Heaven clears it away. Semenyo. Into Gonzalez. Singo. Good save, Cabrera. Come on, lads. Wake up. Kohler having a bit of a lackluster game up front. He is learning English as we are playing, so it might be a language barrier. But we need to carry on. I'm furious with your defensive work. Yeah, that wasn't good. Appeared to lack disbelief. Okay. Anyhow, I don't know how he's lacking disbelief, but we're going to go into the second half here and just hope for a little bit of a better one. Right, changes needed. Moreira coming off. Alfonso on. Vucevic playing in his new role out on the right. Has not had the best of games, so we'll get Hang Min Hyuk on. And we're also going to bring on Christoph Torok up top. And Archimpong's going to come off for Leo Shahar, who's on loan from Newcastle with an optional buy clause. Come on. Right. Another change needed. I think going more direct is causing us issues. So maybe we slow down. Play through the press. Has to feet as well. Work the ball into the box. We play a bit more of a sensible approach here. We go higher and step off. Maybe that could do what we need to do here. But in defence, we want to regroup. One sub left. Lewis Miley is going to have to come off now. And we're going to bring on in that position Esposito. Right, encourage the boys for one final push here. Can we get something? Esposito with the corner in the 87th minute here. Hopefully this is not a counter-attack. If he can aim for Torok at the far post, that is our biggest threat. Goes to Yan Min Hyuk. Esposito delivers it in. Yilmaz goes down. Alfonso out to Shahar. Shahar hits it over the bar. That's better though, but we haven't got long left to make it count. Not long left in this game at all. And it looks like, and it has petered out to a 1-1 draw here between two sides. Higher than it probably would have expected to be. Pushing for those playoff spots. Not too bad. We're 6 points behind Bournemouth. Obviously, everyone else needs to play their games this weekend. We were the first game of the day. But I'm okay with a 1-1 draw. Right, guys, I'll be joining you at the Cup game at the weekend. I will see you all there. If anything happens in the meantime, I'll let you know. Right, we're at the second game of the episode, and I am now trying to figure out who on earth I can play. Shahar is cup tied, so he's unavailable. We've finally got Nankerville available, which is good. Who is on the bench here? Who are we looking for? We're looking for Lucky. There he is. Bring Nanceville in as well for Cisse. And we're going to start Nanceville, actually, because I want to see what he can do in this role. And we're going to start Christoph Torok as well. Give him his first opportunity as a starter for Southampton. See what he can do for us. Alfonso in for Moreira, because he needs to be playing as regularly as I possibly can get him in. And we'll also bring Machoro out for Coppola, who's been a little bit out of form. And Tomori can come out for Ligue as well. Okay, I think that's the best squad we can go with. Actually, we'll bring in Hyuk as well. Right, let's get into this. Fingers crossed we can get past Coventry and get into the next round of the FA Cup. Right, you can see their squad in front of us now. They got Yaros playing in goal, former Liverpool Academy player. Zatterstrom, who we sold them. They got Estupinan and James McConnell. Douglas Louise. How is this a championship side? Jack Radoni. This is a very, very good squad. They've still got Van Ewijk there as well. And I'm going to presume they're unable to play Vlahovic because of cup ties, I presume. I think I must have played him in the last round then. Right, let's get into this. Let's show we deserve the recent praise. And fingers crossed, get through this game without any problems. Underway here, Torok kicks off, gives it to Nanceville. And hopefully we can do the job without Coventry causing us too many issues here today. As you can see, Spurs have already got past Luton in the earlier tie. You can see it was only 1-0 as well, so it wasn't an easy one for Tottenham. We probably should use our Premier League players to take advantage of this. We have rotated slightly, but the players we brought in are as good as the ones that came out. Almas takes on our fullback. Goes past him too easily, in my opinion. In the middle, Brower. Oh no, it's an own goal from Legue. Right, we're losing. How are we losing? Legue doesn't play as often as his rating says he should. But to be honest, when I do play him, he's normally a problem. And you can see a problem. Right, come on boys, improve. 1-0 down at home to a championship squad. You can see it looks like our striker's holding up the ball nicely here. But nobody else is having any impact going forward. And that's causing us to have no good chances. We're 1-0 down at half-time due to an own goal from our defender. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. That's the best thing to say to them. Anyhow, let's get him off and bring on Vucevic because he can play as the wide forward. And we'll also sub on... Yeah, we'll get Moreira on for Afonso. He's not done anything today. So let's get him on. Who's uninterested? Vlahovic. But he's coming on, so see how that goes. Get Tomori on as well for Coppola. And hopefully... switch these two around. Hopefully that'll work. Torok's anxious, but he's playing... well, he's our best player on the pitch right now, but that does not take much with some of these donkeys that have played today. Got the ball off of him. Josh Archimpong still going, driving with the ball. He needs a run. Finds Vucevic. Get it in the middle. You've got a giant striker in the centre to aim for. Nanceville. Gets it back. Santos. Moreira. Cross it. Moreira still going. Oh, what a save from Yaros. Right, we're going to have to change this, work the ball into the box. And just try to hit crosses in there. See if we can get any sort of impact from our attacker. Nanceville is going to come off. We're going to bring on Miley. And we're also going to get Torok off and bring on Fabio Cola. Hopefully he can make a difference today. Just can't go out of the FA Cup with a whimper at home here. Right, there is a highlight. Yaros throws it out for Kov. Thomas into Suzuki. Van Ewijk. Back into Suzuki. Douglas Luiz. We need to get the ball off them now. Press them, lads. Brower. In behind to Tuyana. Oh my god, that was nearly it. Right, we're going to have to just go for this. Attack in transition, we're going to go counter-attack. Keep the ball in play. Let's not play for set pieces anymore. Let's not discourage long shots. Let's carry on passing it into space as well. Build up strategy. What does this say? When did encourage a team to play more direct passes and clearances over the press. Okay. Yeah, more direct. More expressive as well. And we're also going to counter press. We've just got to go for this now. We've put ourselves in a situation where we just have to go for it. Moreira, good ball into the middle. Heaven! Come on! Aiden Heaven, far post, gets the ball into the back of the net, and we are level. Good ball in from Lewis Miley, and Aiden Heaven took the opportunity really well. Stepped away from the defender at the far post, and just gently glides it into the bottom corner with his left foot there. Well done, Heaven. Right, encourage. Can we avoid extra time here? Because I believe this round does go to extra time these days. It doesn't look like we're going to, and we're not. End of 90 minutes. Extra time is needed to separate the two teams. And I'm a little bit frustrated that we've got this far. Okay, so substitution-wise, we've got an extra sub here. What can we do? So Archimpong and Yilmaz are both exhausted. Who have we got on the bench? Machoro can come on and play in the left wing-back role. Or Archimpong off for a Lucky. Well, we'll get Machoro, I think. Machoro can come on. I believe that's the better position to change because I feel like Yilmaz cannot be afforded to get injured. Archimpong, yes, we lose him to injury. It's going to suck. But we do have other options as well. More importantly, don't lose it before we go to penalties. As Thomas has a chance to deliver it into the middle for the Sky Blues. It's a decent delivery, cleared away by Tamori, but only as far as Milan van Ewijk, and it's deflected in off Tamori. Oh, for God's sake. Both of their goals have been own goals. Are we serious? Both of the goals that Coventry have scored today have been own goals. What is our luck? Moreira's going to have to start playing as a wide forward. And in possession. Can Miley go up there? Not really. Right, in possession we're going to move Heaven to DM. Just to give us a little bit more. And out of possession, Heaven and Tamori can swap sides. See if that works. At least give me one more chance in this game. Vucevic, Archimpong, does well. Delivers it to the far post and Yaros collects it too comfortably. Oh, this can't be how we go out. Especially at home as well. I thought a home tie. Oh, for fuck's sake. Aiden Heaven, that was stupid. And it's... Wow, I don't know how he's not been sent off for that. I thought that was going to be a second yellow and goodbye Heaven. But no. Luckily for us, he did stay on the pitch, but it's not going to matter. Coventry eliminate us from the FA Cup 4th round. And our FA Cup dreams are over for another season. It's a shame, and I don't understand how we've actually gone out there. Being the home side, I thought we had the massive advantage, but we just didn't take them. Didn't take our chances. And couldn't defend to save our lives. So that's the end of the FA Cup. Not ideal. We now need to figure out where we're returning for the next episode. Because it was going to be the FA Cup next round if we went through, but now we're out. I would say it's probably not going to be. So we're in February, so we've got to go through March, April, and then May. So what we'll do is we'll come back for this game against Nottingham Forest on the 14th of March. Then play Tottenham Hotspur away from home on the 5th of April. Right, guys, well, a frustrating way to end today's episode, but you can't have it all your own way. We carry on, we motor on, and we are basically achieving our targets. So we can't complain too much this season. It's going well. Bit disappointed to be going out to a championship side, but it is what it is. Next episode, I've already spoke to you guys about it. We've got about 4 or 5 games in between. We'll run you through what happens there. I am K-PlaysFM, and I shall see you later.